Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Sunday, the 19th of January 2025. In today's Millwall news, there isn't any news, but I will just say this. Looking ahead to tomorrow, there is an under-21 game. Monday the 20th of January, 1pm kickoff. Away at Swansea City. It's a Swansea City double header this week. Obviously one of the game I think was postponed and one was originally in the fixture list, but one's rearranged. So there you go. We will have that tomorrow afternoon to Millwall News. But now the only thing is, it would be interesting to see what team and what players are involved in that. If you had the game against Hull when we had Bangor Williams come on, he looked alright, bit of energy. Obviously came on and did really well against Dagenham and Redbridge as well. Could it be time to start him against Cardiff? Or could he play more of a role coming off the bench against Cardiff? Obviously, if he's involved in this game, not saying like he couldn't start against Swansea City under-21s, play 45 minutes, come off, and then be on the subs bench against Cardiff. But, that's not how things are done. Obviously, Millwall first team are training on Monday. They're ahead of the Cardiff game. They're training at Calmont Road, trying to figure a few things out. Well, they might actually be training at a den probably, because I don't know how the weather's a bit chilly again now. But be interesting to see what team is selected for this game against Swansea City tomorrow, and how that reflects going to the Cardiff game. So there you go, a must-win game, I would say. Cardiff at home, or a must-not-lose game, I would say. Because we need a win out of Cardiff and Luton. Because if we haven't won any games out of Cardiff and Luton, by the time we play Portsmouth, they could beat us and go above us, and we will be down probably one place above the relegation places, and that's not ideal. That is not ideal at all. So yeah, it's all tied together now. This is from SofaToScore.com. This is the under-21 table. Fifth in the table. We've got 2 games in hand on Bournemouth above us, a game in hand at Cardiff, 2 games in hand of Charlton have been knocked off the top, because obviously they've started playing southern teams and they've lost. So you can see Swansea in 8th, but Millwall's away form at this level is not too good. I think all of our defeats have been away from home. So if they can just avoid defeat tomorrow, that would be good. And then they can win on Friday at the training ground against Swansea, and start going up that table, try and finish in second or maybe even first place. So there you go. So now, on a Sunday, because there's not much news, we talk about the stats from the game on Saturday. So this is what we're going to do. This is from WhoScored.com. And you can see here, if you look on the right hand side, the top performers by rating. Rather bizarrely, Joe Bryan was apparently Millwall's second best player, according to WhoScored.com, which is bizarre. 7.3. Ryan Leonard 7.8, which is insane. But hey ho. Jafet Tanganga had the most shots in the game, along with Abu Kamara. Tackles, Cody Drama, who came on as a sub. We'll have to look into that. What was that all about? And then Casper Denor. Casper Denor had more tackles than any other Millwall player. And Ryan Leonard and a lot more with the dribbles. So let's have a look and see what all that's about. Millwall stole the ball often from the opposition, were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from set pieces. We were poor at finishing. Yes, indeed. We were caught offside often. We committed a high number of individual errors. We played with width. We favoured long shots and we favoured long balls. So now moving on to the match centre. The match. Okay. Cody Drama. He was the one who come on for the injured guy in the first half. Okay, that's interesting. So the geezer's left on the bench. He comes on and he performs like an absolute demon. Wow, that's interesting. Obviously Jake Cooper, 58 minutes, second half, own goal. And then we have the substitutions. They bring on the lead striker that they got on loan. we bring on the Irish alcoholic, Macaulay Langstaff, the League 2 goal scorer who can't score at the Championship, and Raheem Bangor Williams, who scored the goal against Dagenham Rovers, and Billy Mitchell. Only 2 yellow cards in the game, George Honeyman and Joe Gerhardt. Interesting, okay. So if we look at the top left and top right where the club badges are, you can see the rating of 6.49, 6.87 for Hull. So that's a difference of 0.4, which is quite a big difference at this level. It's not the biggest, but it's bigger than normal. So if you can see here, so they've got us playing in what is seemingly a 3-4-2-1 with Honeyman and Watmore playing through the middle. A lot of people thought it was like a 5-3-2 or 5-3-1-1, 5 at the back at least. So according to it was a 5 at the back. Which I think got changed later on. But I mean, there you go. So if we go up here, so these are the ratings. You know, Alzati for them got the 8.2. Other than that, I mean, the goalkeeper. Apparently, that was the goalkeeper's first game. He's on loan from Tottenham, apparently. And he was so good in the game yesterday that people were telling him that they should recall him and play him for Tottenham, because Tottenham are fucking dog shit at the moment. What else have we got? Okay. For Millwall, the ratings wise, Leonard 7.8, Tanganga 7, Brian bizarrely somehow 7.3, Saville 7.1. I think what you'll find is that is based on touches of the ball, which we'll look at in a minute, which I don't know why you would give a player more of a rating just because he's had more touches of the ball. Surely it's what he does with those touches of the ball, but so total shots 12-7. Literally everyone on our team had a shot. We've got strikers, we've got attacking players, but no, we need everyone to have a shot. Spread it around, you know, equal opportunity. Everyone gets their chance. Possession wise, 52-47 again. From what we've seen, this is a game where we've had more possession than the opposition and we don't win the game. We don't win these games. When we have the ball and we have to break down a team that's defending, we can't do it. And we always lose. So the player most on the ball was apparently Jake Cooper with 8.5% of the match time with him on the ball. And Watmore only on 0.9. Ivanovic only on 2.1. So the attackers aren't getting on the ball. So you've got more possession of the ball, but the attackers are not having more possession. Pass success percentage 74-66. We've got Watmore with 100, although that'll probably be, he probably made about 3 passes. Which, you know, again, there was a time he run through and Ivanovic was running alongside him on the right hand side, and he should have played it through to him. He didn't play it through to him, but he got caught up instead. So again, when you're not passing the ball, like, of course you're not going to have a low passing accuracy because you didn't pass the ball. You should have passed the ball. Geezer might have been offside, whatever. No, it didn't happen. You just allowed yourself to be tackled. 26 for the goalkeeper, that's quite low. Dribbles 7-5. Obviously, used to be that Romain Esse was the one dribbling. Now it's the right back Leonard with 3. So they're trying to replace Romain Esse with Leonard here. Aerials 1, 30-38. Everyone on the whole team except for the goalkeeper won an aerial duel. Jones with 7. Tackles. The geezer on the bench, Cody Drammer, 8. 8. For Millwall, everyone except for Scanlon and Ivanovic won a tackle. Leonard with 4. So not only is Leonard trying to replace SA in terms of dribbling, he's got 4 tackles to his name. Then Denor with 6. Tanganga with 3. Cooper with 3. Saville with 2. Honeyman with 2. And of course Joe Bryan just with the 1. Corners. So for a team that has no attacking options, who are basically relying on keeping it tight and getting set pieces, we only managed to get 1 corner. And the player who got the corner was Scanlon. 90 minutes of football, 1 corner. Just the 1 corner. So, what's the point of Jake Cooper? What's the point of having Jake Cooper on the pitch? If you're not trying to win corners to get corners for him to head them, what's the point of doing that? Well, the reason why we didn't get the corner, because we're playing with 2 number 10s, 2 9.5s, trying to play it through the middle. So they're not running down the wing, getting closed down, and then trying to kick it off the defender to get a corner. So we don't get any corners. Dispossessed 13-15. So there you go. So moving on to this. So sorting it by rating. Ryan Leonard 7.8. Joe Bryan 7.31. George 7.07. Those subbed off in the 77th minute. Tanganga 7.01. Duncan Warmore 6.68. Jake Cooper 6.53, even though he got knocked down for the own goal. So you would imagine if he didn't score that, he would probably be up here somewhere. Casper Denor 6.53, Ivanovic 6.38, and then we get to, the duds. George Honeyman 6.03. He got outrated by Billy Mitchell, who came on in the 77th minute. George Honeyman himself playing the full game. So he got overtaken in the ratings by a player who played 20 minutes of that game. In Billy Mitchell, and he nearly got overtaken by the other 2 substitutes, Macaulay Langstaff and Rahis Bangor Williams, who again played about 20 minutes of that game. Callum Scanlon, not looking too good here. An hour he played, got a rating of 5.98, and the other guy, Connolly, who no one passed to, for some reason, 5.95. So, we had 12 shots. How many shots were on target? And again, Tanganga was our most attacking player with 3 shots. How? Why? How? Shots on target? 1. 12 shots, only 1 shot on target. Amazing. Amazing. Touches of the ball. Jake Cooper with 86. Joe Bryan with 81. Leonard with 75. So again, I think there may be some correlation between touches of the ball and ratings. Because obviously Jake Cooper's rating was knocked down for that own goal. But this does seem to be that the players with the highest ratings are the players that have the most touches of the ball. Apart from George Honeyman, which suggests how bad that was. So, what are we looking at? Offence. We were offside, apparently. 5 times. 5 times we were offside. That is a lot. That is a hell of a lot. For a championship game, for a team to be offside 5 times. How many times were they offside? Twice. So 7 offsides in that whole game. I haven't seen that for quite some time. That's pretty interesting. Defensive stuff. Let's have a look at that. Total tackles. Casper Denor with 6. Leonard with 4. Tanganga with 3. Jake Cooper with 3. Jules Saville with 2. Honeyman with 2. Interceptions. Jules Saville 4. Joe Bryan 3. Casper Denor 2. Ryan Leonard 2. Japhet Tanganga 2. Clearances. Jay Cooper with 7. Joe O'Brien with 4. Rhino with 4. Tanganga with 3. Block shots. Joe O'Brien with 2. Callum Scanlon with 1. So maybe these are the reasons why Joe O'Brien's got the higher score. Although maybe it might be that because there's some correlation to clearances as well. So you got Jay Cooper with 7, Ryan Lender 4, 3, and the ones with 7s. But then you got George Saville down here. I don't know. It's kind of weird that Joe O'Brien got as high a score as he did. Looking at passes, the most passes in the game, Jay Cooper 69, a hell of a lot more than the next guy. He's about 20 less. That's Joe O'Brien at 48. Denor with 47, Tanganga with 45, George Saville 41. So passing accuracy, again, Watmore 100, but it's off of 7 passes. But then you got Billy Mitchell with 7 passes and he had 85.7. Connolly had 6 passes, 83.3. So Jake Cooper 69 passes, 87% accuracy. Cool. Crosses, inaccurate crosses. Joe O'Brien 7 and 3. Honeyman 6 and 1. Leonard 5 and 2. Billy Mitchell 2 and 0. So Billy Mitchell, 20 minutes on the pitch, 2 crosses. None of them are accurate. Long balls, inaccurate long balls. Junson 28 and 5. Leonard Cooper 13 and 9. Tanga 10 and 5. Casper Denor 6 and 3. Saville 6 and 2. Joe O'Brien 5 and 3. So there we go. So there's that. Now we move on to this. Now, I don't know about you, but these early morning kickoffs are starting to get right on my fucking tits. Partly because we haven't won one yet. And I had to go back because I don't have a photographic memory about the games. I'm not one of them who can tell you what happened in what game. I look it up because we have the internet. If you know how to use it, it can be an extension of your mind and memory. The only problem with doing that is obviously if they fucking edit it and be a bit snide about it. But you don't have to keep the things in your head. You just know where to find them on the internet by bookmarking sites like fbref.com that we use in here. So obviously at the start of the season, or before the start of the season in the summer, they announced a deal with Sky Sports Plus, basically saying there's a new streaming service from Sky. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have games spread out across the weekend, Friday night, sometimes Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, sometimes Saturday 8 o'clock kickoff. That's a bit weird. Sunday morning, Sunday 3 o'clock, Sunday 5 o'clock, and maybe the odd Monday as well. And everyone's, okay. And then when they announced the fixtures, for some bloody reason, most of the championship games were Saturday at 12:30 kickoffs. They had multiple championship games at the same time on 12:30 because it's a streaming service. So there's no channel. It's all a channel. It's all there. You can dip in and dip out and go and change. It doesn't have to be on the channel. It's on the internet. It's streaming, baby. That's what we do. That's what we're doing now, darling. So, utterly bizarrely, even though they told us the games are going to be spread out over the weekend, we're getting all this shit on Saturday morning. Like, what the fuck? And it started off where they changed the opening weekend, that all of the games were moved so they could do the same thing that they do for the last games of the season when things are on the line, where they move closing weekend to the Sunday so they can televise all the games that they want. They can show, there's been a goal here, there's been a goal there. What does that do to the table? Isn't this fantastic? So this is what they did. So the first game, Watford at home, we lose that due to a couple of goalkeeping errors. The new goalkeeper obviously needs time to bed in. Hull away, 0-0 draw. Don't lose that. But we didn't win it. Luton at home, 1-0 defeat. QPR away, 1-1 draw. Should have won that probably. Didn't. But, there you go. Stoke away, draw. Don't remember much about that game. I don't know if we should have won that or not. Oxford United away, definitely should have won that. But the team selection was left lacking. And this was, I think, the catalyst for Harris walking out the door. Was this the game where he made the comment about the Ficcos or no? Or was that a later game? This is the game where he got booed, I think, for the team selection. So again, we didn't win that. It was a draw. 1 o'clock. Kick off New Year's Day. At home to Oxford United. Lose that game. And then now, Hull City at home. 12:30 kick-off. Lose that game as well. So, if I stand to be corrected, have we not lost all of the home games that kick off at 12:30? The draws have been away, have they not? So every single home game, every single home game that's been a 12:30 kickoff, we've lost it. Because I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of all in general, that we haven't won a game. I'm just seeing now as I'm going through this. Every single home game, 12:30, we've lost it. What's going on? What is going on? I'm guessing that the players haven't been told, or they haven't got enough sense about them, that what is that, like 2.5 hours? So they need to move their schedule forward by 2.5 hours. That they're probably just waking up at the same time and then rushing to get out the door to get to the game. That they aren't smart enough to move their full thing, like you got to go to bed earlier, you got to wake up earlier, you got to do your routines earlier, and then get to the game. But what is going on, man? This is clearly something wrong here. That every single home game that's kicked off at 12:30, we've lost it. Now, what can we do about that? This is not right. What's going on here? Is it time when we have an early kickoff at home? Because I'm assuming for the away games that they go the night before and stay in a hotel. Are they going to have to do that for the home games as well? And as far as I'm concerned, I have noticed this. I think it was in one of the Oxford games. Joe Bryan was absolute dog shit. Does Joe Bryan still live out west? Does he still live out in the West Country? Does he drive in every day? Does he commute in for training and for the games? Because if he does, what time does he have to wake up to get in for a 12:30? It must be like 3 or 4 in the morning. How can you function when you have to play and doing that? I don't know if he does do that. I'm just guessing because he looks like a fucking zombie. Like he's had like 2 hours of sleep. He's been out on the piss all night. When we have an early morning kickoff, he looks roasted. So this is a problem that needs to be addressed. Early morning kickoffs at home. You need to sort something out. And it doesn't look like we've got any yet. Obviously, I think it just comes up to... Was it? I'm not sure when the TV... Obviously, these aren't selected for TV yet. Where are we up to with the TV selections? Is it up to February now? So we've got another 12:30 kickoff derby away. A Luton away. So we don't have any at home yet. Obviously, that FA Cup game's is away. And that's an early kickoff as well. Even though it says there 3 o'clock is 12:15. So we need to figure something out. Because we're running out of games. We need to get 7 wins. Look at these. Look down these wins. these games and tell me where we're going to get 7 wins from. So if you need to, and we get an early morning kickoff at home again where the game gets moved for TV, you need to tell the players to come in the night before and sit them up in a hotel. You need to do something like that, because this is fucking dog shit. We can't keep doing this. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous that they've lost every single home game that's an early kickoff. And not only that, but I think most of them, they played shit as well. Now, obviously, the Watford game, we scored 2. We looked up and at them. We did look up for it, but you know, there was a few individual mistakes from the goalkeeper. But other than that, you know, we've been absolute fucking dog shit. So I just wanted to show you that from f3ref.com. Moving on to this, the XG on the game 0.6, 0.7. We had a better XG than them, but they ended up with a goal. Obviously, their goal wasn't even a shot. I think we had 1 shot on target, they had 2. We'll look at it in a minute. And Jensen saved the 2 shots that were on target, so this was, you know, a bit unlucky. But without that bit of unluck, you know, we weren't going to score. We could have played for 120 minutes, we wouldn't have scored with what we had out there. It was absolute dog shit. Possession-wise, 53% to 47. Again, the more possession we have, the better it is. The better the result is. We don't do well with possession. Passing accuracy, 71 to 66. So, again, if this is Alex Neil's influence coming in, saying keep the ball, guys, you know, the players don't know what to do with the ball. Yeah, you need to just get it forward, and you need people playing in a forward position and know how to go directly towards the goal and create a bit of Millwall chaos. We don't need tippy-tappy passing it around. Or if they can't do that, just run to the corner and get a corner, and Big Jake can come up and try and score a goal while he's being molested. Passing accuracy, 71 to 66, 329 or 462, 271 or 413. Shots on target, 1 of 12. Shots on target for them, 2 of 7. So 8% of our shots were on target, 29% of their shots were on target. Our keeper made 2 saves, theirs made 1 of the saves that he needed to make. So that's, yeah, so obviously. Fouls, 13 to 16. Corners, 1 to 3. Crosses, 23 to 11. Touches the ball, 600 to 551. Tackles 23 to 26, interceptions 15 to 18, 15 to 8, aerials 130 to 37, clearances 22 to 44, offsides 5 to 2. Again, 7 offsides in a championship game. I'm not seen that for a long old time. Especially when we're playing against a team that's dropping off. Goal kicks 6 to 8. Throw-ins 26 to 22, long balls 95 to 72. Now that's insane. So we've had all of these passes. We've got a high passing accuracy and most touches of the ball, but we've also got most long balls. How is that possible? So we're passing it around short at the back, but then we've got more long balls in the opposition. Yeah. What are we looking at here? So, touches the ball. So, compare touches the ball with carries of the ball. Attempted. So, Jake Cooper, 86 touches the ball, right? 71 attempted passes, 51 carries. But then you got Joe Bryan here. 77 touches the ball. 66 attempted passes, 52 completed, 35 carries of the ball. So what was he doing with all these touches of the ball? And again with Ryan Leonard, 69 touches of the ball. And we go over to here. 50 attempted passes, 33 completed, 29 carries of the ball. So how are they having so many touches of the ball, but they're doing less with it? Because they're trying to pass it and no one's available. They're trying to put, like, obviously they're both fullbacks, so they're on the They're playing on the edges. So they're thinking, oh, they touch it one way to pass it down the line. That's not on, so they move it inside and then pass it inside. How they got most touches of the ball, but they've done very little with it. I don't know. But then you see, look, Tanganga, 64 touches of the ball, so a lot less than Joe Bryan, a few less than Leonard. But he's had 47 passes of the ball attempted, 36 complete, and 36 carries of the ball. You see what I'm saying? And Duncan Watmore, 16 touches of the ball, 14 carries of the ball, 1 progressive carry, 7 attempted passes, 7 completed. So his numbers, don't look that bad, but he wasn't getting on the ball. He just wasn't getting on the ball. And again, Aaron Connolly, 12 touches of the ball, 11 carries, 2 progressive carries, 8 attempted passes, 6 completed. So again, why was Joe Bryan score so high on that other website? Because he had the most touches of the ball? I don't understand, because he didn't really do much with it. And again, why is he having most touches of the ball? He seems to be over-touching the ball. Again, is he not comfortable on the ball? Or like I said, there's no one to pass to, because instead of playing with 4-4-2 and wingers, we've got 4-2-3-1. So the player that's the outside right and the outside left who are in front of him are further away, so he's not comfortable passing it to him. So he has to take an extra touch and then pass it into Casper De Norre or George Saville or someone else in the middle who's coming to pick up the ball, i.e. Tanganga. I don't know. Is this a reason why we should be playing with 4-4-2? So that the fullbacks have someone in front of them that they can fucking pass to? I don't know. Maybe. Here's an idea. So apparently Gallen, he's got all these scouts everywhere. They're scouting here, there and everywhere. 20 scouts here, 20 scouts there. They're scouting everywhere. Can they come to Millwall and scout Joe Bryan? Would they advise us to sign him if he wasn't a Millwall player? Can we scout our own players, and can you honestly tell us how we're playing? Tell the manager. Because apparently all of the fans, a lot of them, obviously some of them, they do overreact and they pick out certain boo boys that they have. But surely we can't all be wrong, can we? Are we deluded? Are we not seeing things properly? Are we biased? Do we have unconscious biases that affect our ability to properly assess the footballing competence of Joe Bryan? I don't know. But they're interested. The thing with Joe Bryan as well. So there is obviously must be a reason why he's playing. There must be a reason. Is it this? If we go over to SCA, shot creating action. He had the most shot creating actions of anyone in the Millwall team. Well, he does take the free kicks of 4. So obviously the main replacement for Joe Bryan this season has been Danny McNamara. Danny McNamara, obviously quite notorious for not being an attacking player. Is this the reason why Joe Bryan's playing? Which, it's all very good, but he's had 4 shot creating actions, we haven't scored, and we've conceded a goal down that side from him and Scanlon not properly covering players that they were supposed to be covering. So, can we do something about that? Can we have the left back be a proper defender and maybe have a midfielder do the set pieces and do attacking stuff? I mean, that's just me. I mean, Surely your left back shouldn't be the one who's having the most shot creating actions. They should be actually defensive. Just my opinion, I mean, and surely you shouldn't have, your centre back having more shots than any of your forwards, or probably of your forwards combined. Ivanovic had 1, Duncan Watmore had 1, Honeyman had 1, Tanganga's had 3 shots. How are we going to score when our main attacking threat is our left back and our centre back? What's that about? Genuinely, what the fuck is that about? Is that right? Okay, let's go through some of this other stuff. Like, you can see it, you can pause it and have a look for yourself and see some things and see if they stand out. To be honest with you, okay. It's the corner kicks, the one corner kick we had. Alright. So Joe Bryan with 18 dead balls, 7 free kicks, 3 switches, 7 crosses, 11 throw-ins. Okay. Defensive actions. So 13 tackles in the defensive third, 7 in the middle third, and 3 in the attacking third. Possession-wise, touches the ball. So Joe Bryan is an attacking player, yes or no? 77 touches of the ball, 36 touches in the middle third, 18 in the attacking third, 25 in the defensive third. So again, Ryan Leonard, the other full-back, 17 touches in the attacking third. How many touches for everyone else in the attacking third? So George Honeyman 17, Ivanovic 8, okay. Take-ons. Obviously, Romain has gone. One thing he liked to do, and Amaku as well, is dribble past people. Try and take them on and dribble past them. Callum Scanlon tried to do that 5 times, was not successful once. Oh dear, he got tackled every single time. Oh dear. Duncan Watmore tried 3, successful twice, got tackled 1 time. George Honeyman tried to dribble past people 4 times. None of them were successful. He got tackled 3 times. Damn. Ryan Leonard 3 and 3. It's 100% for him. So again, Ryan Leonard taking over from Romain Esse in terms of dribbling. And in terms of carries of the ball. So carries of the ball here. Number of the times the player controlled the ball with their feet. Total distance, total carrying distance. Total distance in yards of playing with the ball while controlling it with their feet in any direction. Progressive distance, total distance in yards of playing with the ball while controlling it with their feet towards the opponent's goal line. So, the player with the most distance, Jay Cooper, Callum Scanlon, Ryan Leonard, Joe Bryan, George Honeyman. Progressive distance. Obviously, the defenders always have more progressive distance because they're at the back end of the pitch. They can go further forward, especially if the opposition only have one up front. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, they lob the ball out. You have to go and get it and bring it back. So, but here, oh, this is good. This is good. Aaron Connolly, 68 yards, 34 of them were progressive. What's that? About, well, exactly half. Okay. I like it. I like that. Okay. Okay. What else have we got? Miscellaneous stats. Aerial duels won, lost. So we saw the thing before about how many aerial duels won, but how many aerial duels were attempted and lost? So won and lost. Ivanovic 4 and 9. Bangor Williams 1 and 1. George Hamilton 0 and 4. He tried 4 aerial duels and lost them all. George Saville 6 and 3. Casper Denor tried 2, lost. Cristiano 2, lost. Ryan Leonard 6 and 4. Joe Bryan 4 and 2. Jake Cooper 5 and 3. Tanganga 4 and 5. So there you go. What else are we looking at? Loose balls recovered. Jules Saville with 8. Jake Cooper with 9. Joe Bryan with 5. Tanganga with 6. Okay. What else have we got? Alright, I think that's it. You get the gist. So let's have a look at the keeper. Shots on target against 2, goals against 1, saves 2. How does that make sense? Because their goal wasn't a shot on target, it was a cross that hit Jay Cooper and went in. So he saved, but then they give his save percentage as 50%. Surely it should be 100, but whatever. Post shot XG against was 0.3. Attempts, 26 long balls that he kicked, 6 were completed, 22.2%. He threw the ball 4 times. His average length of pass was 46.7 yards. Goal kicks, 6 of them. We had 6 of them. 83.3% were launched, 53.3 yards average length. The opposition crossed into a box 8 times. He stopped one of them. That's a stop percentage of 12.5. Average distance from the goal line was 18.3 yards. 18.3 yards. It's literally sweeper keeper. Now, here are a list of all the shots. We're going to finish with this, and you can see this is absolutely abysmal from both teams, really. I mean, the first shot of the game, 3 minutes, Ivanovic, that was the only one we had on target. That was it. So if you turned up late for the game, you missed it. You absolutely missed it. 0.02, and it was saved. So it's not even that good of a chance. 14 yards out header, saved. Tanganga, off target. And then they had one saved. Another one saved in the 9th minute. That was the best shot of the game. 0.32 XG that dropped to 0.24. 13 yards right foot. I think that was the one where they were praising Jensen for coming out, probably. Or was that the other one? I don't know. Then their player got blocked. Tanganga blocked. Kamara blocked. George Hyman off target. And that was the Duncan Watmore one where Duncan Watmore laid it back to him and he just bloomed it up and over the goal. Ryan Leonard off target. Duncan Watmore blocked 8 yards of his head. Casper Denor off target. Coming out in the second half, Mill will have the first chance of the game. Tanganga 9 yards of his head off target, 0.2. So I think that was probably Mill's best chance. Actually, no, George Honeyman's was 0.24. So just slightly better. But both of them are off target. And then Hull had 3 shots in the second half. So in this second half, 47 minutes, so straight after the restart, we have the header. And then about 20 minutes later was the next shot on goal. So that tells you what kind of game it is, where there's one shot in 20 minutes. And that was them, off target. 24 yards out. So they're basically taking long shots 24 yards out, 17 yards out, 22 yards out, off target, blocked off target. And then the changes get made and there's a bit of life in the team. They're defending, because they're happy with a point. So they'll just defend. And then, if they accidentally concede, then they'll just keep on defending and try and get out of a 1-1. Better than nothing. But, if they do it well, they'll come out with a win, which they did. And then it's all Millwall, Billy Mitchell, 29 yards. But again, long shots. We can't get in behind them. We've got all of the ball. We've got all of the possession. We can't get in behind them. Blocked. 29 yards out, right-footed. Aaron Connolly, 20 yards out, left-footed. 29 yards out with his left foot, Jay Cooper. Joe O'Brien, left-footed, 28 yards out. Blocked. Just nothing. Just absolutely nothing. So there you go. Them's the stats, and they don't look too good. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.